strike straight out of a World War II thriller. Bold, precise, and devastating. In the dead of night on June 1st, 2025, as most of Russia slept, Ukraine unleashed one of the most audacious and impactful attacks of the modern era. A secret swarm of sleeper drones, smuggled and hidden for over a year inside Russian territory, awoke like a nest of mechanical hornets. Within hours, they had shredded nearly a third of Russia's long-range bomber fleet. Codenamed Operation Spider's Web, this daring offensive struck deep into the Russian heartland, not on one front, but 5. The targets were no ordinary airstrips. They were the nerve centers of Russia's strategic aerial might, including nuclear-capable bombers and advanced radar aircraft. What unfolded that morning was not just a tactical victory. It was a seismic moment in the evolution of warfare. The operation's roots trace back to late 2023, when Ukraine faced relentless bombardment from Russian long-range bombers. With cities burning and civilian infrastructure under constant threat, Ukraine's intelligence and military command knew they had to neutralize Russia's ability to strike from afar. But how does a smaller nation cripple the deep-lying assets of a heavily armed nuclear superpower? The answer, through patience, innovation, and a little spycraft. Under the leadership of Vasyl Malyuk, Ukraine's formidable security service, SBU, began plotting what seemed unthinkable, an internal sabotage campaign across Russian soil. Over 18 months, SBU operatives orchestrated a high-stakes game of cat and mouse, smuggling 117 first-person view FPV drones across the border. The drones were concealed within unassuming wooden sheds and disguised shipping containers, modified to act as autonomous launch cells. They waited, and then, on the first day of June 2025, they launched. At precisely 2 a.m. Moscow time, the concealed drones sprang to life across 5 major Russian airbases: Olenya, Belaya, Diaghilevo, Ivanovo, and Ukrainka. These bases lie deep within Russian territory, some nearly 4,000 kilometers from Ukraine, and were considered virtually untouchable. But nothing was safe. Each drone was fitted with AI-driven targeting systems, programmed to hone in on the bomber's most vulnerable points, such as fuel tanks, sensor domes, and wing junctions, which would render the planes virtually unusable again. The fleet they assaulted included prized Tu-95 MS Bear bombers, sleek Tu-22M3 supersonic strike aircraft, and A-50 mainstay airborne warning and control planes. In the span of just a few hours, 41 aircraft were either destroyed or crippled. One of the most jaw-dropping revelations. Reports suggest the operation was directed from a Ukrainian field office located mere meters from a Russian FSB, Federal Security Service building. A chilling testament to Ukraine's deep intelligence penetration. The attack sent shockwaves through the Kremlin. Satellite images that surfaced days later showed blackened runways and twisted wreckage where once proud bombers had stood. The financial loss alone, estimated at $7 billion, paled in comparison to the strategic blow. 34% of Russia's strategic bomber fleet was effectively knocked out in a single night. But perhaps the most devastating impact was psychological. The myth of Russia's invincibility at home was shattered. If drones built for a few $100s could do this, what else might be lurking inside the Federation? President Zelensky hailed the operation as one for the history books, and he was not exaggerating. Operation Spider's Web is already being studied by military analysts worldwide as a textbook case of asymmetric warfare. How a technologically nimble, determined underdog can dismantle a lumbering superpower's advantage. It proved that in 21st century conflict, wars are no longer won by size alone. They're won by creativity, intelligence, timing, and sometimes by patient little machines hidden in plain sight. In one night, Ukraine didn't just destroy warplanes, it rewrote the rules of war.